Okay, in this next segment, I want to show you how you need to think about the placement of your markup because your goal is to make the markup as easy to review as possible for the author or the other person authorized to review your edits. All right, let's take a look at the sample text again. We have the word rehirings, and if we put a hyphen in there, um, because we think it needs to be hyphenated for clarity, we could just go right in between the E and the H, put in a hyphen. It adds a change bar over in our margin in red. It adds the hyphen in blue, but it's rather hard to see because the hyphen is such a small mark. Alright, in this case it would be much better if we just selected the whole word and typed it like that. Then it's very clear. You have the contrast between the original word and the new form that you prefer to have. You could do the same thing actually if you had a hyphen in there. It's even worse actually when you try to take out a hyphen because it puts a red strike through hyphen. Let's see if I can turn off track changes, insert a hyphen, turn the track changes back on, and now watch what happens when I try to take the hyphen off. It's actually putting a strike through hyphen, which is absurd. It doesn't, it looks like an extra thick hyphen, and somebody reviewing it might well be confused by what that represents. So in this case again, if you had the word rehirings with a hyphen and you want to take the hyphen out, you would come over here, you would strike out the whole word and then come over here and retype rehirings the way you want it. So let me do that for you. And in this case, somebody could easily see that what you've done is you've taken out the hyphen. Alright, think about this, particularly if you're rewriting sentences, if you're making multiple changes to a particular phrase or a series of words. If you're just making little changes, just type over the whole phrase to make all the changes in that phrase in one fell swoop so that the person reviewing the edits can see that, well, okay, there are 5 words here and they're retyped again and they're going to appear in blue in this markup, and I can see that there are 3 changes in those 5 words. In this way, they can simply, with 2 clicks, accept the changes rather than have to try to decipher a very cluttered markup that would result if you tried to change one letter 3 times in a span of 5 words. Alright, so the principle is you don't have to change each letter. You can change entire words, you can change phrases, and indeed if you're going to rewrite an entire passage, it would be better to go into another document, do the rewriting, and then bring it back and delete the entire document that you've rewritten and replace it with inserted text. The goal is to make it easy for the author or other reviewer to see what you've done in the editing, but that's going to require a little more thought and time on your part.